Devon finally did it. He hit the 165-pound pronation lift that he's been hinting at for months now. And not only that, but he revealed the rest of his training to us. He hit records on not only pronation, but on wrist rise, high and low cut multi-spinner, and his press lift. Let's take a look at the clips.
Oh, I've got so much more in the tank.
So Devon hit 165 on pronation, 125 on wrist rise, 151 1/4 on high cut multi-spinner, 148.75 on low cut multi-spinner, and 152.5 on press. That is pretty interesting that Devon's high cut multi-spinner is higher than his low cut multi-spinner, as that is very abnormal. The high cut multi-spinner attacks your pronation and the low cup attacks your supination. Generally people's supination is stronger, but Devon has just become so imbalanced toward his pronation at this point. Now all of these lifts are important, but I think the two that are easily the most important are the rise lift and the pronation lift. On the pronation lift, Devon laughs after he lifts it and says that he has way more left in the tank. And to be honest, it did look pretty easy, at least for Devon. Devon is notorious for looking like he's at 110% exertion level regardless of how hard he's actually trying, so that doesn't tell us much. But just judging by the speed at which the weight moves, I think he probably does have more left in him. So that side of the equation is looking really good for Devon. Now to be fair, the riser lift did not look nearly as clean. On that one, we really do see Devon's hands start to turn over a bit, and he looked less confident in the lift overall. However, we do need to keep in mind that Devon's riser is leagues above where it's been in the past, so even if it looked more difficult for him than would have been ideal, he is still way stronger on it now. Everyone has been talking about how huge of a leap Devon has made in his pronation lift, but the riser lift might be a bigger percentage gains. It is a little bit difficult to tell since he has changed the form of the lift somewhat, but he's also changed his form on the pronation lift some too. Either way, the point is that these lifts are so much higher than they've ever been before. The amount of progress Devon has made on the lifts that are this arm wrestling specific and this late into his career is almost unheard of. Now the other lifts that Devon showcases are very good as well when compared to Devon's previous numbers. However, I don't think that any of these lifts have anything to do with Devon's win condition. Of course, they will be necessary for Devon throughout the course of the match, but the match will probably be over by the time he will need to start using a press, for example. It's very difficult to imagine a situation where Devon stops Lavon, cracks his wrist, then transitions to a press, but somehow ends up losing the super match after all of that. So I think probably if he ever even gets to these secondary lifts, the match is all over. So let me know what you guys think about these lifts. There was a pronation lift Devon had a while ago where it really did look like he was starting to max out and his arm angle was beginning to get stretched, but now that Devon is well into his taper and cutting back on volume, even this 165 is looking easy for him. Also, based off of this lift, what would you guys guess Devon's true max is? I'm thinking he has well over 170. And judging by everything we're seeing, it's looking like Devon's chances of doing something in the match this time are astronomically higher than the last. And we are exactly 1 month out from fight day.